trucks should use the left lane, especially here in Calgary. We only have 3 lanes on this in this thriving metropolis. So therefore, the old adage where trucks stay to the right is no good, because everybody is coming on and off in that far right lane. The middle lane is no good because the people in the right lane now are slamming on their brakes and merge into the middle lane to get out of the way of the guys coming on and off. And usually it's in front of a truck because nobody wants to be behind us. So 20 years plus of real world scientific testing has proven that it is more efficient for the truck and more efficient for the flow of traffic for through trucks to stay in the left lane. Now, common sense says, I don't even know why I said that, because that means absolutely nothing anymore. I'll put it this way. If we measured how much fuel every truck saves going through metropolises, and some are even bigger than this one. This one's only about 20 minutes to get through. Some the big US cities, Toronto and that, you're looking at an hour, hour and a half to get through. I'd be interested to see how much of a savings on fuel for trucks to stay in the left lane if they're just flying through. Justin Trudeau would probably like the number, and it would probably make sense to him. Fuel savings means less diesel burned, means, less shit in the air. Unfortunately, that won't mean less carbon tax, but we got no say on any of that. So yeah, drive with me. As you can see, it's free and clear. I've only got 1 or 2 guys behind me, but they can pass in the middle if they need to. They're cars. They can go much better and faster than I can. So, but you'll see just how simple and easy it is. Might be a little bouncy. I'll do my best to keep you from bouncing. But yeah, just something to think about. As if we all don't have enough already. background there, the mountains. It's tough here. We're going over some of the roughest part of this Deerfoot Trail. It's called the Calf Rope Bridge area. Just terrible. Whoever built this is, I'm sure they'd want another shot at it. They built a bridge right on a turn here, so a lot of people slide in the wintertime. Whoa, big bumps. Speed limit here is 100 kilometers an hour or 62 miles per hour, and I'm doing 105 kilometers an hour or 65 miles an hour, so I'm doing above the speed limit. So I found that you know, you pass all the people that are doing 100 or less, which is good. You're not pissing off too many people who want to do 110 or, you know, 70 miles an hour plus. You're kind of in that sweet spot where you can still get around me. Everybody see the flow of traffic's just going, right? If I was in that right lane, I'd be stopping, slowing, shifting gears, on the throttle every, oh geez, every quarter mile, right? But then you get guys like this who don't understand and they think they know the road, and they slam on their brakes, right? Must be a young fella. My daddy said you're supposed to be in the right lane. So there you go, you got it on camera. I'm just cruising along and he had to zip in there and hit his brakes and drop down to 95 kilometers an hour. I don't know, make a point or something. But you'll see, coming up here, these 3 lanes are going to go to 2 on a corner, and then 2 is going to go to 4, so we got people coming on. So the safest place to be is this lane for a big truck. You know, that guy doesn't understand that him slamming on his brakes and slowing down like that, it's not helping anybody. He's got nobody in front of him. I'm not hurting anybody. Holy shit, okay. You don't have to wait in the Tim Hortons lineup for another 5 minutes. And that's another thing. People wait in food lineups longer than they'll wait in traffic. I don't get that. So right here, we turned to 2 lanes, as you can see. And then coming from this curve, it's going to turn to 4 lanes because traffic's coming from our right. Well, 3 lanes right here, and then it'll be going up to 4 lanes once we get up here. So you see that truck, he's way up there. There was no need to hit your brakes right in front of me. make the big truck slow down because, you know, he's an asshole. He's in my lane. This is my lane. Don't you know who I am? So after this, that was the hard part. After this overpass, it's going to go up to 4 lanes. And 20 plus years of real world testing has shown me that now I could move over. Because we've got 4 lanes. I've got a lane to bail out into. So then all the yin-yangs that are doing 80 mile an hour can have their own lane. Blah, 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 blah. The only time I came off cruise on that whole thing was when that wingnut pulled in front of me and hit his brakes. I've been on cruise control the whole time. Didn't use a Jake brake, so we wouldn't be breaking any noise bylaws. I didn't have to slow down, didn't have to fire up again, saving fuel for Mr. Trudeau. You know, just because they did that stuff in the 50s doesn't mean here in 2022 it's how we should run our traffic. And I'm yelling because the mic is on the other side of the phone. So now I have, look at, where'd all the traffic go? We're at the end of Calgary here. We're on the very south side. I got nobody behind me, nobody beside me. I'm gonna move over because I know we've got 4 lanes all the way out of town here. There you go. It might not look like it sometimes, but sometimes there's a method to our madness here in these big rigs. Bye for now.